Musings from a man about to turn 50, part 25. Voting is important. I know a lot of people say that voting doesn't mean anything, doesn't do anything. Well, let me tell you something. I know we can lose our faith in politicians, but this is something that the politicians want, that we are not involved. And most elections are actually decided by something like less than 30% of the actual population. If more people actually got out and actually voted for people and things that they believed in, not just the things that are on television, there would be a lot of different change, and politicians and things would actually want to listen to us because most of us are out there. But because of the discontent, because of the apathy, we have kind of the political landscape that we see today. But anyways, I'm sitting here trying to get it in. I got my mail-in ballot, and I just wanted to give a couple things that I like to do. And so here in Los Angeles, LA County, we can vote for judges. We have a thing here to vote for sheriff, though, as most of y'all know, I will not be putting a sheriff on the ballot. Definitely not a sheriff who is also a current sheriff or former sheriff. Definitely not interested in that. We have state assembly and U.S. assembly or U.S. representative election here for my district in the East Los Angeles County. The issue is that there's only the two major party candidates. We don't have any of the smaller party candidates. I am a smaller party or independent candidate kind of guy. One of our big things here in California is our governor's election here for this coming November. And as you can see, we have well over 30 candidates, including a guy whose name is Living for God. That's his first name. It's like a crazy fellow. We actually have another guy named Barack Obama on the ballot. So all of y'all here in California who miss Barack, miss Obama, you can vote for him again. Well, it's not him, but somebody named Barack. But anyways, we have a number of we got someone from the Hilton clan. I know he's one of the bigger names. We have our lieutenant governor race. We have our secretary of state race. We have our insurance commissioner. And so a couple things I generally like to do is I like to go smaller party persons over any Republican or Democrat as a rule of thumb. Then when it comes to judges, obviously there's a lot of people, you're not going to get a lot of information unless, of course, somebody did something wrong. That's probably the only reason these people who are running for judges are going to be on the in the news in any way. But if you look, you have most of them, it's your option between a district attorney, someone who likes to convict people and send people to prison, and in some of these races, you have public defenders. Now, of course, with public defenders, many people, of course, will say, a lot of them are incompetent, a lot of them are lazy, this, that, and the other thing. But the fact that they have chosen the side to defend people that are broke, they defend people that are indigent, defend people who have been accused by the state of crimes, and fight on that side, I would generally lean when it comes to a judge's race to someone who was a public defender before I would go after vote for someone who's a district attorney. The other one here is you'll have people that are just regular attorneys in law. You could probably look them up if that's your choice is between attorney at law or a public defender. You can probably see what kind of attorney they were. But like I said, if I have a choice, I'm definitely going to take someone who has at one point sided with the people and has chosen a public service versus someone who has chosen to arrest people and send people to prison as a way to make money, which is never a great thing. But anyways, voting does count. And then one other thing that we do here have in California that some of you may not have in other states is ballot initiatives. And here's another rule I like to do. So we have a county measure to increase the sales tax. Obviously, we are a very highly taxed county. So in my opinion, we don't need any more taxes. So that, generally speaking, is going to be a no. We've already given them plenty of money. They've got lots of money. Their budget is astronomically insane when you actually start thinking about the numbers of what the city of Los Angeles brings in and what the county of Los Angeles brings in, not to mention matching federal funds and things like that, and matching state funds and things like that. But just the money the county of Los Angeles brings in and the city of Los Angeles brings in is just insane. And for them to ask for more money, that's just not going down. It's not going down, at least not on my watch. But of course, a lot of people will probably end up voting yes on this. So it is what it is. But so, like I said, a couple things I like to do. A, look for people that are from a smaller party who will generally care about the people's interests. B, look for someone who's worked in public service. Again, that's usually related to a judge's election. So deputy public defender versus a DA or just a regular lawyer. And then 3, ballot initiatives. Generally speaking, if it's something to raise a tax, that's an auto no for me. And for most people, it should be an auto no. But, here we are, 2026. All right, y'all. Hope you liked this one. This was a long one. This is an actual video. Again, look through my other videos if you made it this far. Hope y'all enjoyed my special voting edition. Musings from a man about to turn 50, part 25. Talk to y'all later.